Welcome to another day of Smoking with Joe. Today we are going to smoke some back ribs. You're going to enjoy this recipe. We're going to smoke them and cook them 3-2-1 style. So stick around to the end, see how it's all done. And we'll also be giving away a discount coupon code for some great deals at bradleysmoker.com. You don't want to miss that. Okay, so this is how we do it. These back ribs have been sitting out now. They're getting up to room temperature. I've tamped them off with a paper towel to get the liquid off, just to dry them off a bit. And what I'm going to do now is just remove the membrane and add a rub. And then I'm going to put them in the smoker. So it's a very simple prep. Now, to remove the membrane, simplest way I know how to do it is to go to the narrow end of the rib. It seems to work best there for me. Maybe it doesn't for you, but if you can go to the narrow end of the rib and try to grab that little bit of membrane there, and you'll see that once you grab it, it just wants to pull right off. Just hold your thumb down tight on one end and give it a tug. All right, so that's coming off real nice. There we go. All right, number 2. So same thing, get your paper towel and just kind of pick away at it a bit until you feel the membrane. Paper towel grabs on really well. I'd never be able to do this with these gloves on, they'd be too slippery. Okay, and it just lifts right off. That's very easy. Okay, so we've got the membranes off the back ribs here. All we have to do now is put a rub on. I've got a homemade rub that I use. It's just kosher salt, it's coarse black pepper and some paprika. It's about 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. I just put it in an old spice container. You can see that it's got nice big holes in it and it sprinkles out quite evenly. I'm gonna be quite liberal here. I'm not trying to be too sparse at all. Don't want too much of it to fall off. And I want to make sure I get all the edges. And you can season it up to 24 hours ahead of time if you like. Just leave it in the fridge. That's usually a good way to go as well. All right, that's looking really good. Let's press it in. Okay, time to put it on the rack and take it over to the smoker. So I'll show you how to set it up for the 3-2-1 smoking cycle. 3 hours of smoking at 225, 2 hours of baking at 225, and then 1 more hour of smoking and baking at 225. Very simple. Okay, I'm going to set the temperature to 225. It's going to be 225 for the whole cycle. The time I'm going to set for 7 hours. Now I know the cycle only lasts for 6 hours, but that just gives you time to wrap it and put it back in. And the smoke time for the first round is going to be 3 hours. And all I have to do is check it occasionally. So while the ribs are smoking in the smoker for 3 hours, I'm just getting everything ready here because we'll be pulling them out of the smoker, and I want to wrap them up while they're nice and hot. I don't want them to cool down. I want to get them right back into the smoker. And I'm using 2 layers of aluminum foil each for each rib. They tend to get holes in them and they tend to drip the juice, and you really want to keep the juice in there with the ribs because when they're wrapped up, it allows the temperature to get a little hotter on the inside. The juices steam up a bit and it helps break down the collagen, which gives you that lovely tender fall off the bone effect with the ribs. So that's what we're doing. And the oven's still running. All right. I mean, these are cooked. You could eat them right now if you liked, but they're not going to be as tender until we put them through the step 2 tenderizing process. Hold it over as you go. It actually makes a better seal. I want to squeeze out as much air as possible. And back they go. Okay, this is 2 hours. Time to take them out of the foil. Okay, time to put the barbecue sauce on. And I've got 2 pans here because I can see one is leaking already, so I'm not sure which one it is, but it always happens. Wow, that looks really good. It's moist, tender. Just gonna flip this over here carefully. Okay. I'm going to do these one at a time. I don't want to drip all over the table. Get my barbecue sauce on, and this will be really tasty when it goes through the smoker. So you want to be careful with this part. You don't want to lift it up too quickly or you might break it in half. You want to keep it as a full rack. Go. Now we're going to do the one part of the process here, smoking and cooking for another 1 hour. 3, 2, 1, all done. That looks great. Wow, gotta say that these are really good. Now the meat isn't just falling off the bone, I'll tell you that right now, but it certainly doesn't want to hang on too tight, that's for sure. Yeah, I would do this again, the 3, 2, 1 style, very nice. And to finish it off with a barbecue sauce, I used Stubbs spicy barbecue sauce, and it really worked well. Added a really nice flavor profile with the hickory smoke. Smoked ribs, 3, 2, 1. I'd definitely do that one again. And as promised, here's your discount coupon code for some great deals over at bradleysmoker.com. Make sure you get over there and check them out. I've got a few more ribs to eat here, so we'll see you next time.